Good morning, Carbon School District. Today is school dismissal day number 23, April 22nd, and 23 days in. I'd like to share with you some information from a researcher named Leonard something or other. Don't know how to say that last name. He is an expert in a combination of social psychology, in other words, how people interact with each other, cognitive psychology, how people think, and neuroscience, which has to do with brain imaging and scans of the brain. And he has come to a very important and profound conclusion based on his research and everything that he has learned. And this information is coming from him. On the right-hand side there is a depiction of what the physical eye actually sees. That's the image that is captured by the eye and sent to the brain. What you see on the left is more like what you comprehend. So the point that this researcher is making is that when the image comes to your brain, the human brain is so amazing that it can take limited information, expound on it, and fill in all the blanks so that you can have a clear picture. So reality is much of what we see isn't necessarily what the eye is capturing, but what the brain is processing, what the brain fills in the blanks with. Very interesting concept. You take a look at these pictures, they seem like they're pretty much the same. The eye takes it in, processes it, says there's two pictures of Barack Obama. We turn them right side up, you can see that there is a vast difference between the two. However, when we saw them before, our brain was just automatically filling in all the blanks and saying, well, they're the same picture. It's just Barack Obama up there twice. So it's just another example of how the brain is so powerful that it can fill in blanks and actually depict things that aren't quite there because of the job that the brain has to fill in the blanks. Here's another example of that. There was some research done in California having to do with politics and different candidates that were running for office. They wondered if the picture by itself would have had an impact on whether people would vote for or against someone. So on the left, you can see candidate A was a Democrat. Candidate B was a Republican. They intentionally made the candidate A picture less appealing and candidate B picture more appealing, more photogenic. And on the right, you see candidate A, the same person is now the one with the photogenic picture, and candidate B looks more like a mugshot. So a slight change in appearance of the picture, and the outcome was pretty dramatic. You can see here that 42% of people voted for candidate A on the left-hand side compared to 58%. Just by changing the picture, the reverse was true. So people voted based on picture. They looked at the picture and their brain automatically filled in the rest, saying, I see that person, I can tell they are competent, they are with it, that's the kind of person that should be in office. The brain tells this whole story about that individual based on one little glance at a picture. So this plays out in politics. Let's see, this one is just stating that There were some researchers who did this in politics, did this research, and just based on the pictures alone, they were able to accurately predict the outcome of elections with an accuracy of 70%, which is pretty astounding. So people were not voting based on the issues, they were voting based on what they perceived as the more competent person based on limited information. Their brains were filling in the gaps. So our brains fill in the blanks when we don't have all of the information, and we never have all of the information. So it's important for us to know that our brains are filling in the gaps, filling in the blanks. This is great news because this means that we have control over what those blanks get filled in with. We get to fill the blanks in when we don't have all the information. We can fill the blanks in with positive, and we can assume goodwill and give people the benefit of the doubt, or we can fill the blanks in with negative. We can tell ourselves a negative story. So we fill in the blanks. Let's make sure that we fill them out well with positive things. Let's have a great day.